How's it going? Thursday night. We're going to continue our summer season 2024 run. Tonight we're on the Abyss 2, and we've got a few things we're working on tonight. We want to go over 1 million points. That'll put us back on track for our standard points per cycle run. I'd like to have a Tempest by the time I get done with this, and I'd like to finish with full health. Pretty simple objectives for the evening. So we're going to run through Abyss really quickly. Excuse me. I don't know how it is where you guys are, but we've been going through a heat wave the last couple of months. It's been brutally hot the last 2 weeks for sure. 100, 101 degree temps, high humidity. It's been pretty tough, but you stay hydrated, everything's all good. Excuse me. That being said, we're going to roll into our run now, and let's see if we can meet our objectives. All right, currently we're ranked 441 with our last run ending at, not run, but our last leg of the run ending at 817. So our goal tonight is to get 182,500 by the time we get out of the Abyss. So let's go for lots of headshots, and we can't miss any orphans. All right, let's get into it. All right, pretty simple one to get into. We've, of course, got a witch right there. We'll have a couple of A-bombs right in the doorway. Gonna finish her. Maybe. All right, yeah. Like I said, headshots from a distance are the name of the game for the bow. All right, from here I usually like to pop up top. Since I already brought the monks down, not a threat. And I'll take out these cupids from above. Now, also getting monks' attention, having them come visit. And I'll often kill these knights from above as well. I don't know where he just went. Kill these knights from above with a couple of headshots. Get some points and some gold. For some reason it wasn't allowing me to get right to the edge. Okay. And we'll just keep finishing off these monks as they come to visit. Okay, so we're getting lots of black monks. That's definitely a sign. All right, let's start moving down. We'll have a bunch of A-bombs here. All right. So I don't need any health. We're good. I think there's a knight over there, yeah. But I think he's the only guy left here. All right, we're going to pop over. Not really worried about getting headshots with those guys. Oh, something was shooting at me. I wasn't even looking at that guy. Just for point's sake, let's see if we can get a headshot on that guy. Nope, okay. Another knight will come up. We'll get a little bit of points here. Kind of caught on the steps there. All right, so we've got the summoner down here. Let's go ahead and, oh, maybe not. Thinking we were somewhere else. Okay, that's good. Okay, oftentimes there's a pit there. There's not. I just figured I would take the fight to him. So we have a winner's fight if we need it when we come back. Oftentimes, I imagine folks see no point in killing the skulls. You can just go around it because they're not going to chase you. But it's very important to kill the skulls because there's an achievement that becomes very helpful in the first phase of Asmodeus. And that is, I don't know the name of it, and that is if you kill X number of skulls, it delays the explosion from the time when skulls contact you to the time where they explode. And that helps because that gives you a little bit of leeway. See that he fired, his arrows were still coming and he came over here, so I was watching his arrows, but that gives you a little leeway when you're working on the first phase of Asmodeus. I will show you what I mean when I get there. I have a certain method of dealing with those skulls that I don't think anybody else kind of does. And I'll explain it when I get there. Okay. Now I was just dodging a little bit in case oftentimes right as you kill them, they'll get off an extra shot. I'm just going to fire an arrow in there and see if there's anything that wants to come. No more knights. Okay, so that's good. All right. Now, when I get here, instead of going over there, what I'll often do is go up here because a lot of stuff over here that if you go after and you're exposed, it's a little more difficult to deal with. But when you have this roof line to act as a shield or a barricade or however you want to call it, it's really nice to have this area and you can just sit here and pick stuff off. There'll be a couple more guys over here. Those two guys. They haven't seen me yet. We're going to wait for this witch. She may come back up. Also listening, there's also that, whoa. See, I just used that wall as a shield. We got the summoner down there, no big deal. All right, so I don't really want to wait for everything, so we're going to go ahead and go on in here. There'll be a couple of monks. And now we'll have the witch. And a couple of knights and a couple of cupids over there. But one of the things that gives us is all that's clear. I don't have to worry about pulling any of that stuff now. Totally free from being concerned about that. And now I just have the two knights. Headshots. Even though they're close up, we're still getting points for them if I'm not mistaken. Blood. So that's that. All right, well, we got 2 health hanging around here in case we need them. We probably won't. We have that whole building over there we have to deal with too. We're just going to kind of roll over here. in that skull there. All right, we can move in now. All right. A quick look around. All right, so we can go on up now. River. Very good. We'll take that on the Cat 5s. We'll need a couple of Cat 5s for when we are actually killing Asmodeus' horns, but all right. No Tempest yet. We're just going to fire in the doorway, get everybody's attention. Three Bloods hanging out. We're going to go in. Want to double check and make sure there's no lava here. Okay. So we have this whole platform in place. We can jump in there, pull everything, jump out, and not have to worry about lava because probably going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to get their attention here for just a second. All right, so we can go on back over. And we can, that was the main thing we wanted. Now I do want a line of sight. Not really line of sighted, but I wanted to get out of the range of their hatchets so I didn't have to worry about them. And now we can. Right, much better now that we only have one hatchet to worry about. And that's points. So headshots from a distance. Good stuff. All right, now there's going to be a couple of monks in here. We just didn't get their attention right away. And that's fine. All right, I absolutely wanted to make sure I killed that knight. Well, I was actually trying to avoid you, but you came to me, so I expect there's probably, yeah, there's a black monk there. Usually I thought there was another one. All right, we're good. Just to wrap up here. All right, let's finish off with some headshots. All right, that is zone 1. Let's see what we've got in the shop. Please tell me there's a Tempest. There's Bite, Blood, Curse, Cat 5. Okay, that would be a no. I don't have to have a Tempest going into Asmodeus. I prefer one because, for efficiency's sake, for what I typically use for my boss loadout. I like to get up here too, and again. A little bit less cover, something could pop up behind us here, but we do have this as a safe space in general. Okay. All right. Now, that whole open courtyard there, got most everything. But the mealy stuff. So, but we have the high ground, so oh, light. Light going on down. I would have thought there's going to be a monk there. Then there may still be. We got a black knight and a. Don't want the holy light. Okay, this building's done. Now we're going to go start what I consider to be the most difficult building in the game. This one right here, and we have lava to worry about. So we can pull stuff, but we got to pull it to a place where we can dance around a bit and not worry about falling in lava. All right, I need to. Yeah, so we're just going to pick away at this building. There's a witch in an open courtyard right behind there. And a skull. So if we go to jump back up here, I mean, we can like aim for the pedestal, and we'll be fine with no lava, or we can aim for that corner over there. I am going to jump down and pull some things. That is interesting. Normally I would be getting swarmed by now. All right, well, let's force the issue. Okay. And fine. Oh, always funny when they fall. Now, the one guy that fell while he's alive, he's not actually dead. If you go into a pit or whatever and come back, he will respawn here. So if we were to have to retrace our steps to get something, he would be there when we came back. Nice. So I often expect to hear a monk in this building if there's going to be one. I don't hear one. I was just doing a quick face pull on these guys before I go after their monks. So black, white, red, red, white. I was trying to, oops, go after the red monk. Not a headshot amongst any of them. Yeah, so at this point, I'm just sort of casually pulling stuff. We've got a pretty safe space here. I will take this and be full up because we're probably not going to use any of those. If we had already pulled those. We have one Skelly. See, so I hit him, staggered him, and then I couldn't hit him again until he was already recovering and going to strike. So I kind of danced away, but he didn't have time to recalculate and know where I was. So by the time I was away and ready to shoot him again, yeah, he had to reacquire me as a target. Okay, good. Well, that went down pretty well. I want my ears alert now because there should be an orphan coming soon, maybe in the cathedral. That's what I wanted. I can take out this Black Knight now without alerting anybody. All right, I'm going to hit that skull. I was hoping it was going to do some damage to the monk, but it did not. All right. I hear her. Okay, she's down there in the cathedral. That's where we'll go next. Remember, always could be lava. Okay, I want to go over here. I don't want to leave that orphan too long. Yeah, she's down here. Okay, so we've got our Wrath of God. And this is going to also allow us to, I just took a hit. Well, since we had a quiver. Yeah, I did take that hit from that one guy, but not a big deal because lots of health around. Now there's a skull. Okay. We have that building there. We have that building to the right. I'll double check and make sure we cleared everything here. I'm just gonna, for my completionist mentality. Don't. Okay, I think I know where the pit is. We haven't seen it yet, of course. You know, remember we got lava, so we always have to be aware of that. Okay. So good news is we got all the monks out of there. And the cupids. We'll just work our way through now. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there should also be a skull in here that we're going to go look for right now. Just get it past us. Just to get us past it. Okay, so we can work our way through. And okay, so there's the pit. That's good. I want to. Okay, so hopefully we've got ghosts coming, which is why I moved away from the wall. I'm using my ears. I think we only had the two coming. All right, I want to go right over there. All right, let's work our way through. We've got one more. It's going to be a skull. There's unholy wind that nobody wants. And there's going to be cupids here. And amongst other things. All right, let's go and line of sight that witch. And we do have a ghost coming, so. Okay. Every time I heard something pop up, I was line of sighting it. I got two. Let's go on up. We're just being a little aggressive here. We're going up top and taking these knights out. And then we'll work our way back down the building, and all we'll be left with is the pit. And the cathedral's mostly done. There's the top of the pit right there. All right, let's do the pit, then we'll double check the cathedral. Then we will go to despair. This is good. I feel like I haven't had despair for a while. All right. I'm waiting for that other cupid to come through. Okay. All right, now we've just got the two on the bottom. All right, now we listen. Okay, I think she's past this next room in the following room, which is pretty normal. All right, ready? And there's another wrath, so we can actually just use our wraths to clear this whole space if we wanted to. And there's the blood. So give me this. blood. Like, no tempests. How sad. Okay. So we have full, yes, we have full health. We do not have a tempest. We have full arrows, and we have broken 1,000,000. So we met 2 of our 3 goals so far. So the bottom line is we're not going to have a tempest going into this. Oh yes, which is okay. At least we got the wrath. And that should be clear for the most part. Just double checking. All right. Well, on to Asmodeus. No tempest. And we will just deal with it, which won't be hard. Last time we had no tempest and no wrath, which made it doubly difficult. We're going to go in the shop just to make sure that we're not leaving anything behind. Blood, Winter's Bite, Hail of Arrows, Curse, Cat 5. Nope, nothing needed. All right. So as I said, getting that achievement where you're killing the skulls and delaying their explosion allows you to handle the skulls that come out of the boils in the first phase of Asmodeus pretty well. Also, in the second phase of Asmodeus, when he's conjuring those skulls that he wants to throw at you, if you kill all the... It's a quiver. Nice. Nobody knows why this spawns here. It's got to be some sort of RNG, but there is no trigger as far as we know. All right. So the health that's in the boss zone when you first enter, you spawn that by, in the second phase, when he goes and conjures those skulls and throws them at you. If you kill all the skulls before they leave his hand, that's the achievement that will unlock that health right there. And we don't need it. Sometimes it's a bit of a distraction in phase 1, but it is what it is. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump up on the platform. We're going to shoot a single boil, and as the skulls come, we're going to tap them each with a shield, and then we're going to chart away. And we're going to do that each time. It may take a little longer, but unless you get stuck on something, it's a for sure way to get through here without. So touch, 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 and notice they have not exploded. And that's it. That's phase 1 to me. Touch, 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 and I move away. And I move away from the boulder. Also, you'll notice when I touch, I'm at the front of the platform. When I shoot the boil, that is because if you're not at the front of the platform, the skulls can go underneath the platform and make it very difficult for you to know where they're going to come out. So all the way at the front, touch, 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 and then move back. And if you want to, you can actually shoot them. And the last boil. That's simple. All right, now this is where I would normally use a tempest, because I really don't like dealing with these guys. See, look, I already took a hit right off the bat. Okay, here we go. Ready? Now, a couple of cat 5s here. When these guys spawn, takes out the whole mess. And then you just can worry about the incubus. I keep missing because I'm trying to finish him off with a headshot, but well. All right, phase 2. So this is what I was talking about. First of all, this is like break time here. While he pitches his tantrum, you can rest your arms. Now, he's going to pop up, and he's going to conjure a skull after he hollers. All right, ready? So if you kill these skulls before he launches them, then as you finish off the cycle, then you pop that achievement. All right. This is another time where I would use Tempest. Anytime you have the one Cupid and the two teleporting monks, I would prefer to take them out with a Tempest, but you know what? That's fine. Trying to take him down just to not have to worry about him before. Now watch. Quick and easy. Just wanted to save that because I'll be using these wraths on these Cupids as well. Now, what we're doing is we're waiting for the horns to light up. In the meantime, we're going to get a couple of messes of these Cupids. Okay, we're ready? And cat 5s. Boom. And that's it. I did take the one hit. Hopefully we'll have some health. Otherwise, I will only have achieved one of my objectives. And, oh, there's our Tempest. Okay. So, nice. This is our loadout. We'll use this until after cycle 5. Okay. So, we achieved 2 of our 3 objectives. Objective 1 was to go over 1 million, which we did, 1,043,000. To get Tempest, which we did, and to end with full health, which we did. Oh, wait, you know what, though? We can pick up that health that's in the lava. Right there. So you can see my hand? Watch this. That health that was all the way at the bottom platform. Hooray! All 3 objectives. Full health, got Tempest, broke 1 million, success. See where we ended up. All right, let's rest in Sanctuary. I think I was at 445, right? And so we got about, what, 215K? 360. Up to 360. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this week. Next week, we will jump in on Purgatory 3 and start all over again. Till then, everybody stay cool and hydrated, and we will see you next week. All right, bye now.